Notion custom agents are here. They just got released today to the public, and you could start using it on your account with triggers, schedules. You could even have an emoji reaction on a Slack message be the way you trigger an automation inside of Notion. This is going to be so powerful with your custom agents. We're going to walk through all of it right now. I've built 5 custom agents today that I'm excited about. I also built a Claude project I'm going to show you that's helping me generate everything I need for an agent. I'll walk you through all of that, provide any links down below as resources. So let's get into this now. As you can see on my screen here, you have a whole new experience of what you can build. On the left-hand side, we're going to talk about this sidebar. The whole sidebar is brand new, but you can see here, you could build out any type of agent you want by just clicking this plus sign. And I believe you literally get unlimited agents because you get charged per credits of how much the agent actually uses. So you could build as many as you want for every nuance and use case. Now, let's take a look. You have 4 or 5 templates right here, and then you could browse more templates. But you could build your own custom agent where you just give it a prompt and it'll do some of the hard work of getting you started so that you have the right instructions, steps, triggers, everything in between. Now, let's just take a look back on this homepage. There are 2 things I want to point out. You can see here, this brand new sidebar, you can test it out by going into your settings and then going in here and just clicking try new sidebar. As you can see, this is the old one. This is a much nicer look in my opinion. Now, at the top, my Notion calendar is synced here. Let me go back. At the very top, my Notion calendar is synced. Then we have recent pages. Then we have agents, which is awesome. And then from there, we have team spaces, shared, private, and then Notion apps. And then some more stuff down here that is pretty cool from the get-go. They are really trying to make this more intuitive with all the features they have, which I love. At the top, you have home. Then you have chat here, which is all of your chats with Notion's AI. And then you also have messages or reminders for your inbox, which could connect to other aspects of your business life and all of that stuff. I'm going to leave that for now and not go into it, but this new sidebar I think is really well done. You could also decide how much you want to show. So for example, if I want to show 5 agents or 20 or 100, I could do that, which is actually really powerful. I feel like they really thought through this whole workflow and had gone through a lot of testing to get it right because there's a lot of nuance they've already built into it. So I'm really excited about this launch. But let's go back in here and take a look at a few of the templates. This will get your mind running on what you can build. Now, here in the marketplace, you could see all the different agents, and this just got released today. So you could see here, people are starting to download these: email assistant, morning brief, content planner. There are a lot here, and I only imagine a lot more to come. You could trigger different things with different apps that you'll see in a moment here. When you connect your MCPs as well, there's a lot of workflows that you can do. As I'm scrolling, you could just see a lot of different apps, CRMs, Stripe. This is so powerful. You could create a payment link in Stripe through Notion. This is somewhat like having Zapier now built into Notion, so it could handle workflows for you through your databases, or if you have a form that gets filled out and then it triggers to go to Stripe to make a payment link, then goes back into Notion and then sends an email. This is something else. I have not even gone this deep yet, but I'm excited to, because Notion is offering just a whole new world of opportunity with custom agents. I really believe custom agents are taking all of this to the next level. Now, you can see there's probably like 50 here, but let's get into some of the agents that I've built myself that I'm really interested in working with. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about this. Which one do I want to start with? I'm going to start with the daily threads. Let's start with this one. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to start with the email assistant because I really think that is a better use case for the majority of people. And it's a pre-built template that you get access to immediately in your Notion account. We'll do custom agents a little bit further, like a custom agent a little bit further in the video. All right, let's take a look. You have 3 or 4 sections here. You have triggers, you have instructions, you have tools and access, and then you also have the model. This is where OpenClaw or any other tool like OpenClaw, like KimiClaw, or using a VPS with OpenClaw, it now has a rival with security. So if you want to test OpenClaw, this is your way of doing it without having to use OpenClaw or risk security. There's so much you could pull from here. All right, so let's walk through all these different sections. You could first of all add a trigger. As you see here, there are a whole list of triggers, and some of my favorite are the emoji reaction added with Slack. So you have a Slack message, you add a specific emoji. When that reaction gets added, you can trigger a custom agent to do a specific task. From there, you have all the standard things you're going to need with Notion, with databases, and anything you're building inside of Notion. At the same time, you could also link in your calendar or your mail, which is really powerful. This part of it is really exciting because it gets you thinking about what you can actually build and do and all of that. And it could be just set on a schedule. And as you know, with Notion, it offers you any type of interval you want to figure out, whether it's just weekdays or once a week or once every other week. You could set up a lot of different types of cadences for a schedule. In this case, we already have it set up once a day at 9 a.m. or when the agent is mentioned. For example, you could say for the agent to go and create the daily brief or the email assistant to do X, Y, or Z. You could trigger it by talking to it, because you could just go into any part of your Notion account. And this is one thing I love about how they built custom agents, but you could just come in here and say, hey, email assistant, boom, get to work. Now let's go back while it's doing this work. Let's go back to our actual agent. Here you'll see instructions. Now this is what Notion provided. You could customize this. You could do whatever you want. And this is so beautiful because it's already built in like a Notion page. So here, if you want to adjust the text, play with it, add things, move things, you want to add a page, you could do that as well. You could do whatever you want here. You could tag people. You could come in here and tag pages. This is something that was missing with Notion AI. With Notion AI, you had one set of instructions for everything. And there are people out there who built really robust ways of using it, but this is now solving all of that. You don't need any extra work, and you could get a ton of value from this. Boom. Just like that, you could add in instructions. You could see here, this is what it built out, the workflow. Every morning, I want you to analyze, then I want you to generate a summary table with specific details, with specific context, and then give me recommendations, all of that stuff, routing rules, everything. You have a whole catalog of information that you could provide here. Learning loops, this is so powerful. I love it. Next up, we're going to talk about tools and access. This is where you could get into a lot of different directions. And again, this could do stuff to speed up workflow in a really powerful way. First of all, you have web access. So do you want to give this agent web access? Is that helpful for this agent? You could toggle that on or toggle it off. You could also, as you see here, restrict it to a specific domain as well. From there, you have pages. So you could select which pages this agent has access to. Down here, they have access to the specific email accounts. So especially this agent, that's more important. But if they need access to a database, you could easily come in here. Let's just say our transcript database. I'll come in here, can view, can comment, or can edit, or full access. Now this says agent 2.0. I couldn't find a way to give full access to Agent 2.0 anywhere in the settings. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong there, or that's just a feature that's coming soon. But for right now, you could give full access to edit the content in there, which is great. So you can add as many pages as you want, whatever you need to get set up. Now, let's take a look at mail. This was something I was really impressed by. You could just come in here, add address, and it will either trigger the whole process of you logging into a Google account, linking it, making sure it has the right access. But in this case, I already had 2 accounts linked, so it allowed me to add those really easily. As you can see here, I could just click and that email is there, and boom, I was able to add both those emails if I want to add more, and then it could do a run-up of everything for me. If you want to add more connections, you could do that. And this is again where ideas are going to start to spin for you. These are all the tools that are already set up. But if you do want to set up an MCP, you have that option as well. So you can see here the whole list. Let's take a look at a few of these. Some cool use cases: create payment links and invoices with Stripe, look up customer and subscription data, process refunds and manage disputes, or create products and pricing. When it comes to your CRM, maybe you use HubSpot. You could automate the sales pipeline reporting. You could enrich meeting notes with HubSpot recordings. You could query the latest deal status by stage, value, or date. Let's talk about Figma. You could turn Notion docs into FigJam diagrams, organize content from FigJam into Notion pages, transform PRDs into workflow charts and system diagrams. You're doing all of this through Notion. This is probably one of the best, not use cases, but best ways of using AI in a very robust way across so many domains from one app. Now, the thing I love, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, is this. When it comes to scripting, or if I'm having the agent help me with writing, I want to use Anthropic. Hands down, point blank, no other option. As of right now, that is the only thing I want to use for writing. And I could select which models it uses for that specifically. You could see here it has auto as a setting, or you could do Sonnet 4.6, Opus 4.6, or GPT 5.2. You have all of those built in. There's an advanced setting here as well for allow list that you can see in there too. There's a lot you could work with in these settings, and when you're ready, you could just run the agent. And something else that I love is that you actually see every time the agents run in one place. So that means if you have a lot of things happening in different parts of your databases and pages and accounts, you could go to one place and see it all. Now, we're going to talk about the sauce of how you could build your own custom agents the right way, as well as I'm going to show you one of the custom agents I built. And hopefully this will trigger some use cases that are relevant to your business, your life, your startup, whatever you're doing. Let's take a look here. I'm going to walk you through this custom agent here, the triggers that are set up, the instructions, all of that. But we have to go to Claude first. I think these two tools as a combo are amazing. What I did was in Claude, I built a project and I just took 4 or 5 of the instructions from the agents that are pre-built in Notion. What I did was I just came in here, email assistant, view settings, just took whatever was default here, Command A, copy, took all of that, came in here and just basically pasted this in and then named it. Boom, I just did that. You could see 4 here, as well as the about me, which I just took a whole description of who I am so that the agent knows my life, my goals, and everything here. Now this is in Claude, so I'm doing all of this on this side so that it can give me ideas that I could then take back to Notion. And hey, maybe Notion could do part of this, but I kind of like this separate workflow right now. What I did earlier was say, hey, I want to build custom agents in Notion that are gonna help my bottom line and grow my business and add more value to my business. Which ones should I build? It knows about me and it knows how to build them. Now let's piece this all together. Now, it gave me 5 ideas, and I really like idea number 5, which is to post on Threads, and I'm really excited about that because I post there daily, and it's growing, and I love it. Catch me on Threads if you want to see more content, but I'll go in here and say I love number 5. Cool. Now, it will start to build the agent. We'll go through that process. This is my first time doing it. I'm doing it with you live, but this process here, I already know. I've done this with building apps. I know this is gonna be so good. All right, what should fuel the Threads post? Morning brief, insight, video scripts, affiliate. Let's say trends online. Cool. All right. How hands-on do you want to be? Auto post without me, it can't do that. I don't think it can. Draft and approve before posting. Draft and send to Notion for review. Yeah, that's perfect. How many threads post per day? Let's do 12. Perfect. Boom, just like that. Let it run, let it see what it builds. But now I could use this as my starting point for building out my agent. Okay, so it asked me a few questions. It is now delivering the full instructions for me, which is great. I'm gonna let that do that. While I'm gonna go in here and then do this. I'm just gonna go to the plus sign, and then I'm gonna describe what type of agent I want built, and that will get this whole process started. All right, here we go. I just basically used Whisperflow to write this out. Hey Notion, I really want to build a custom agent that every morning at 9 a.m. will look at the latest trends in AI and be able to generate content for me on what I could post in threads and generate actual pre-written content. Easy. Boom, blah, blah, blah. Basically, to get it started, this will help me set up the triggers and the actual final output and all the connecting pieces I need to build, while Claude is doing everything else. This is why this is so good, because it literally built out the learning loops. If David leaves feedback on a post via Notion comment or chat, log the pattern in the agent's memory. So you see how this workflow just continues to play on itself, and then I'll link all the provided resources down here. Look how in-depth this is, dude. This is incredible. And this is why I think the partnership with Claude is a great win for both of them. All right, let's see this harmonious philosopher that is being built right now. So first of all, when a new chat starts with this new custom agent, basically when it's mentioned, there's no trigger set up yet. We need to set up instructions, and then we need to link the pages. So didn't really do a lot of work here, but that's okay. Oh wait, it might just be working right now. Let me just give it a minute. Found 93 results. Oh, let's go. Come on, dude. All right, let's see what it comes up with. It searched my mail. It searched my calendar. It searched Notion. It searched the web. It's building everything out. This is so ridiculous. Okay, here we go. This is awesome. Take a look here. Okay, run agent, new chat with daily AI trends equals threads content. When agent is mentioned, or daily at 9 a.m. Instructions, every morning generate 12 fresh ideas, blah, blah, blah. Inputs to use. Thread content hub, it pulled the pages for me, bro. This is insane. There's an agent here as well that I've already pre-built for threads with Notion AI that I was using before custom agents. Now we're here, daily workflow, find 8 to 12 notable trends. This is awesome. Now this is what Notion built, right? Out of the box, out of the gate. This is really cool. If you're unsure, But here I have way more to pull from, which is incredible. And I think I'm actually just gonna run that. Now, you could probably combine them. You could say, hey, use this. This is what Notion generated to generate what you're gonna do, but I'm just gonna highlight all of this and then delete it. And as you can see here, there's this little icon. So you could open this up as a page. This is now another page in your Notion account. And that's why I just love the way this is built. I could come in here, paste everything that was just generated in Claude, and then come in here and then just update the things that do matter. So in this case, let's do, that's me. All right, and then review all content. And then here, I'll do the threads content queue. I just need to link all the pages. They might actually be better down here. Okay, content library. So threads, content hub, got that. And then I already have these pages built. I could show you the pages too. Agent, threads, content creator agent, and then the actual database. Now we're gonna test this too. I'm gonna show you this generate the ideas. What do I need? Threads content queue, boom. And so let me open that in a new tab. We'll take a look at that. No entry yet. Memory, this is agent's memory. Let's see. Okay, we'll just keep it at that. I'm happy with that. Now we'll go back to here. Okay, so you can see everything is listed here. That's awesome. It's gonna need access to those pages. You could see because we added them. This is so good. Because we added them, they're already here, so can edit, maybe that's just view, but can edit here, has access to edit all of these, which is great. And then this is like by far my favorite part. I could select the model that I want it to run for this, and I'm gonna select Sonnet. I really like that one. 4.5 is actually my favorite because I haven't really tried 4.6 a ton. We're gonna run the agent, see what it comes up with. Let me show you where this is at. These were generated this morning at 9:38 a.m. It's 6:28 p.m. right now. Just remember Milestone was the last one, or the latest one that was built, and it will generate the new ones and then drop them in here. So we're gonna give it a moment, take a look. All right, let's test the daily schedule. Generate 12 posts now. All right, let it get to work. I'm gonna pause for a second and come right back. Now, here's what it's saying it built. It created these 12 thread posts, these drafts right here. And then if I go into the actual content queue right here, you're going to be able to see all of them at the top. You can see they started being published and generated around 6:30 p.m. And these are 12 brand new posts. Take a look at this. Let's talk about this one, Claude Code. Claude Code is the most underrated vibe coding tool right now. This is great, and this is something I could use. I could then post or decide, hey, this is not really a good post at all, and then I could give feedback in the system that I built. I could score it and say, never do this again, or I could tell it, hey, cut this or publish, and then have it learn based on those systems. And now I have this scheduled for every single day to show up in my inbox at 9 a.m. I actually hope they create an agent overview page so you could see every single automation you have running. Because imagine if you do have 100+ automations like this list right here, you're gonna really want to see it in a better overview versus just a list. Now, this entire system is basically OpenClaw with all the security that you've ever wanted. You could link this to all your major apps and tools and connect it to any MCP you like. There's a lot that can be done with this. In the future, I'll probably do a video on use case, but for now, I already see a few ideas that I can build, and I'll continue to reference my Claude account to see what other ideas I should come up with in terms of things that I can build, like it did up here, where I said the brand outreach agent, the affiliate performance agent, the video ideation and SEO agent. Probably have 3 in mind already, but I have so much more to think about when it comes to all the capabilities of what this can do with my email, my calendar, bills and Stripe and sending invoices, and when a client fills out a form, what I could do with that form after that. There is so much that could be done here. And if there's something specific that you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. And if you do start building with it, tell me your first use case in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you're building. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.